Hi guys, welcome to X Power. I'm Mark McCurdy, aka Big Angry Dad 82. Today I'm going to be doing a review in progress of Dirt 5. I'm doing it in progress just now because I'm playing the game pre-release, so I can't really test online multiplayer. So I'm going to do this review in progress, and then within the next week or so, I'm going to be doing a full review where I incorporate the multiplayer into it. Also, fingers crossed, on or after 10th of November I'll have my Xbox Series S, so I'll be able to look at some of the improvements that brings. So Dirt 5 launches in two editions. You've got the Amplified edition, it's out Tuesday 3rd of November, which will be tomorrow as you're watching this, if you're watching it when it drops after the embargo. And the Amplified, it includes the season pass, so you get it says 12 new cars and 60 new career events, as well as new sponsors with fresh rewards and liveries. So it's, you get your season pass, you get 3 extra cars at launch. You get an Aerial Nomad, an Audi TT, and a VW Beetle. It's like unlocked in your garage, ready to go. So you get a few cars. You get some currency and XP boosts as well, and that's $74.99. Again, that's Tuesday 3rd of November. And then the standard edition, Friday 6th of November, and that's $54.99. Available Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So the career mode in the game, it's narrated by Nolan North and Troy Baker, and they're kind of DJs, and they have this little podcast in between the races, and they've recorded loads of different dialogue and stuff, it's fine. It serves its purpose, between the races, to have a little banter back and forth between them, and they talk to different racing stars and stuff like that. It's already well and good, and it kind of does its job without being kind of too overbearing. So the career mode, you've got loads of different types of events. Like Rally Raid is a kind of point to point race, and you've got circuits in there as well of various different types, different surfaces, like dirt, gravel, and snow and ice and stuff as well. Huge amount of variety in the environments. I think there's 10 different locations, like Brazil, China, Norway, New York, loads of different varied locations, and there's within each location there's several different tracks. There's a really great amount of tracks in the game, and you've also got throwdowns, which you unlock as you progress through the career, and it's like one-on-one races against some of the kind of stars of the game, the kind of racing stars in it. Again, just online, I'm going to look at in my full review coming, within the next week or so. You also got like free play modes, where you can pick any kind of track and any car that you've unlocked, and go and just jump in and do whatever races you want that way. And you've got time trials, you've got leaderboards, all that good stuff that you kind of expect from a modern racing game. The big new addition to Dirt 5 is this Playgrounds mode. This is like a track editor where you can make, it's kind of like a Hot Wheels set, if you're old enough to remember like having them when you were kids, and you could build these awesome kind of stunt tracks and stuff. That's kind of like what Playgrounds mode is like. You see here, I'm just going into show you some of the creation tools that's on offer. There's loads of pieces in there. I'm terrible at, at making these making anything in games. I'm usually terrible at it, but it looks fairly simple and intuitive and easy to get to grips with. I'll need to have another go. It's just with reviewing the game, I just haven't really had time to sink my teeth into it. But I'll probably be just kind of sampling, other people's creations that are far more talented than me. But yeah, as I say, there's loads and loads of different pieces in there. So if you do enjoy sitting building these awesome circuits, there's tons of content in there for you. And I can't really wait to see what the community creates with Playgrounds mode. I think it's going to be a great addition for the kind of longevity of the game. Once you've finished career and played loads of multiplayer, then this Playgrounds mode is just going to keep delivering new content to the game. And as you can see, I think this was one of the developers that made this one, so it's really quite impressive. But this was entirely built using the playground mode creation tools. Couldn't get my words out then. So like if you like sitting building these stuff, there's just so much you can do, and it's really quite an impressive tool set you've got there. If you really want to sink your teeth into that, or like me, if you just want to go in, you can go in and then it shows you like recommended tracks and stuff. And then if you find one you really like, you don't want to have to try and find it again, you can press X to just pin it, and it kind of favorites it for you so you can find it more easily. Fantastic mode, and I think it's a great addition to the kind of overall package of Dirt 5. So just looking at the different camera angles, so you've got a kind of two different levels of like third person camera, then how far you want it zoomed in or out. You've got kind of bumper cam, you've got like bonnet cam, dash cam, and like the one I use is like the cockpit cam, where I see the steering wheel, because I kind of play on a gamepad. But if you have got a wheel, you want to do it that way, there's the dashboard camera, so you can't see, so if you're using your wheel, it's like you're looking over the dashboard rather than seeing another wheel, so it adds that kind of extra level of immersion. So the videos I've put in a review here, just a small sampling of the massive and varied car roster in Dirt 5. There's really loads of different cars, different disciplines, from rally cars, classic rally cars, modern ones. There's GT cars in there, to kind of off-road monstrosities. There's one that kind of looks like some kind of souped-up tractor, which I just love. And like these kind of crazy different buggies and stuff like that. There's tons of variety in there, and they all like handle really differently as well. Tons and tons of variety, which I love to see in a racing game. And you can customize all of them with the livery editor. Now this is quite kind of simplified, easy to get to grips with. It's not quite as deep as like a Forza livery editor or something like that, but it's really easy to use. There's a lot of different things in there for you to customize the car with. There's like different patterns and decals and sponsors and things like that. And then you've got your player card, which is a little kind of identity, which, you know, be kind of important when you're playing online. You know, you want to kind of stand out. You can make different, you know, backgrounds, and you put different stickers. You can unlock them as you're playing through the game, playing through career mode and stuff. So there's a lot of different options in there, lanyards, different effects that you can have on your card and things like that. And then you know, you can select your nationality, region, you know, your race number, how you want your backgrounds. I've covered a lot of these options kind of more in depth in another video. Recommend you go and watch that if you want to hear a bit more in depth about the different kind of options and settings and customization in the game. You'll find that on the channel there as well. One thing I was kind of disappointed a little bit with is there's no clutch button. And I had to go back and check. Dirt 4 did have a clutch button, but this game is been made by Codemasters Cheshire, who were formerly Evolution Studios. They developed Onrush for Codemasters, and before that they were at Sony and they made Drive Club. So it's a different development team, and they've also went kind of more for a kind of pure arcadey game in Dirt 5. Like Dirt 4 was quite heavily focused on traditional rally, you know, and this game doesn't have any traditional rally at all in it, which might upset some people, I don't know, but it seems to me that you know, Codemasters is want to draw a kind of clear line between Dirt mainline and Dirt Rally. So if you want that kind of traditional, you know, more kind of realistic rally experience, then Dirt Rally is the kind of series to go for. And then Dirt 5 is a more kind of arcadey, with a multitude of different, you know, kind of off-road cars, but in more kind of circuit environments. So they do have point-to-point races, but it's still you against, you know, other AIs. Just a little bit on the AIs then. I have the career difficulty set to medium, and I find that offers a really good challenge. I think the AIs are very, very good. They really offer a good challenge, but I still feel like, you know, I can compete. I can, you know, get a podium, but getting a winning a race is kind of a rare of occurrence. I really have to perform well, you know, to win the race. It isn't easy, which I like, you know, because it gives me a good sense of satisfaction as a kind of avid racing fan. But there is, I think, 4 difficulty settings. There's like very easy, medium, and hard. So there's, you know, lots of different options there, different driving assists, all that good stuff, to kind of tailor it to your skill set. But yeah, but just in terms of driving and stuff, the AIs are very good. Also, the weather effects, like there is dynamic weather, and as you're racing, you'll see, you know, it go from like day to night, and like it could be dry at the start of the race, and then it will start to rain or snow, you know, as you're racing. So like with each lap, you know, the race kind of changes up as you go, which I really like, and the weather effects are very impressive. So you can see here, for example, this sandstorm, and it kind of gets more intense as the race goes on. Really impressive weather effects. I say the car handling is fantastic in the game as well. It feels really good. Again, more of an arcadey game. You know, it's not really a realistic sim. It's more of a kind of arcadey pick up and play type of racing game. So I've been really enjoying my time with Dirt 5 so far. I hope you enjoyed this review in progress. I'll have more to say once I've played the online multiplayer. So look forward to that within, say this week at some point, and then next week I'm going to take a look at the Xbox Series S version and see how that compares and what kind of improvements that brings to the game. I'm playing it on Xbox One X. That's the version that you're seeing just now. So anyway, guys, that was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be really appreciated, and if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help us out a lot. And also, if you want, go on it and check. I did a Playgrounds mode overview where I went more kind of in depth on that mode specifically, and I've got a kind of customization and settings overview, and also the first 10 races of the career mode, if you want to watch that on the channel as well. So thanks a lot, guys. Catch you again next time. Bye.